But again, these are things that normally, probably in a different environment, you wouldn't actually get the essence of someone's
Yeah,
personality, would you?
it's true. It's so true. That's why I
Yeah,
love it though so much.
that's it.
Yeah.
Totally.
But during your time at university, I mean, just growing up in general, actually, what kind of got you interested in psychology in the first place? Was it people around you, family and friends, or something that you read, or something you did at school, like growing up? What got you interested in the first place?
Well, my mum is a life coach. Well, she doesn't do life coaching at the minute, but she did for a good number of years. So, and I think a lot of it probably stems from my family dynamic. So
Mm.
my grandfather is Ghanaian, and before he moved over to the UK, he was part of a tribe in Accra, a very small tribe where there's various kind of chiefhoods within that tribe. And I guess if you were to attribute it to the Western world, it would almost be like that person is like the life coach, that the person where people come to and speak about their problems, be it social, relationship, financial, and that one person there, the chief is there to listen, to understand people's behavior and to try and connect and find a solution. And that was my granddad's role before he moved to the UK. So I feel like that essence of being interested in people, being able to communicate and wanting to listen has probably come down from my granddad to my mum in the jobs that she does, and to me. So when I was in school, it was something that to be honest, I hadn't, when I was younger, I hadn't really heard that much about psychology. As a subject and what it involved. But when we got the opportunity to study it in the later years at school, I was really intrigued. And I just so happened to have a really good teacher as well. I think that's what made the difference, that brought this subject to life for me. And it was from there that I thought, well, actually, if I do go to university, I want to be spending my time there doing a subject that I'm really interested in. I mean, university is not for everyone. It's expensive. And I thought, if
Mm.
I'm going to do it, I'd rather spend time doing something that I'm intrigued about and I'd like to find out more about. So that's where it came from, really.
Brilliant. Can I know that you just mentioned it there that your granddad was the chief of is it the GA tribe or Jar Pride tribe? Yeah,
The Gar tribe.
Gar
Yeah,
tribe. Yeah,
yeah.
that's amazing. I mean, what kind of age did you find out that he was chief of that tribe? And did you hear like
Um,
loads of stories as well growing up?
yeah. I mean, gosh, I can't remember when I first heard it. Would have been when I was very young, because my granddad's lived in the UK a long time now. For me, it's always been fascinating. I still haven't been to Accra, which I'm embarrassed about, to be honest, because I really want to be able to go. I've got family over there that I've still not connected with. But gosh, over the years, I've seen so many pictures. I mean, I've sat down with my granddad and he's told me so many stories, and it's like it's a completely different world. There's like pictures of my granddad even when he was a young kid, like on the beaches of Accra, and the pictures where when they have the celebrations and the chief is carried through the streets with all the community and the family all around them. It's beautiful.
It
It's
is.
really beautiful in it, and it's a special thing and something that's so different to kind of my world and my life. And interestingly, I went to a photography exhibition at the weekend with one of my friends, and it was by a photographer, a Ghanaian photographer called James, who grew up in Accra and then moved to West London, and he just captured all these beautiful photos of real life in Accra. And looking at these photos that were framed beautifully on the wall in this amazing gallery in Hyde Park Corner, I was looking at them thinking, I mean, this is part of my history. It's a part of my grandfather's life.
Yeah.
And the photos that I've sat down and seen in this front living room are the same as the ones that are captured so amazingly on these walls. So it does give you a real special connection, and I guess that's where my interest in other people, the cultures, and questioning things probably comes from as well.
That's amazing. I mean, have you ever done like a piece of TV work regarding that whole process or like a bit of journalism?
That's really interesting you should say that. I've been working on various ideas actually
Yeah.
around that, so I can't say too much at the minute.
Okay.
But
Okay.
yeah, it's definitely. I mean, it's definitely an area that's of real interest. And even aside from television and television ideas, you know, um, TV is something, when you're in it, it runs away with you, and you are going from one project to the next, to the next, to the next. For me, actually taking a bit of time out to travel to Ghana,
Mm.
and immerse myself in that culture, I think from just a family and connection point of view will be so good on a personal level, but also coming back to the UK and as a journalist, as a writer, as a creator, thinking of new ideas as well, that can only be a positive.
For sure, 100%.